Citizens of the Reject Nation, thank you so much for joining us for the Deadpool and Wolverine official trailer. Woo! After doing this for so many years, it is so cool to still have so many of you guys joining us for what is like a trailer event. When it comes to a trailer like this, we love that when we get to share in the joy with all of you and the excitement. So thank you so much for being here. Of course, joined with John. How are you this morning, my friend?
I'm excellent. I'm ready to share my love of marketing.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man.
Yeah.
Last time we had a Deadpool and Wolverine trailer, it was myself, John, and Coy, and then we had Andrew and Aaron do one together because this time Aaron is under the weather and Coy is recovering from the vid. Coy's going to be doing a solo trailer reaction, but I want to do it in his time, so this time we have Andrew joining John and Greg. Andrew, how are you?
Go f yourself.
Wow, I was trying to make this a sweet intro. Okay, thanks, buddy. Yeah, I'm glad you could replace Coy for today's video. No, man, I'm glad you could be here. You look good in that Super Marvel Bro shirt. Speaking of which, thank you to all who have been supporting the channel and making yourself look good in the process by getting yourself some Super Marvel Bros t-shirts. We got several Marvel-inspired t-shirts over at RejectNationShop.com. We just recently launched this t-shirt at Reject Nation Shop. This is gonna be the first time Andrew's actually seen this shirt. You get it? What is it?
Oh, da-na-na-na-na.
It's a fantastic way to support the channel. We've been listening to what you guys have been responding to when it comes to the t-shirts. We want to keep crafting them in the way that you guys personally prefer. So thank you all for supporting us, and thanks to my sister Megan for putting that t-shirt together. Anywho, guys, Deadpool and Wolverine. Let's get to it.
I told you, you're not welcome here.
Oh, dear.
You're not welcome anywhere. Now get the f out of my bar.
Just give me one more drink.
He's back.
Hi, Peanut. I'm gonna need you to come with me right now.
Lady, I'm not interested.
Lady. Well, I'm sort of on the tick-tick, so upsy daisy. Here we go. Oh,
What the
whiskey
hell?
dick of the claws. It's quite common in Wolverines over 40.
You don't want this.
Oh, no.
Take a deep breath through your forehead. I suggest you reconsider.
Smile what?
Good.
Ooh, the red and yellow.
Yeah. And the Fox logo.
I'm about to lose everything that I've ever cared about.
Oh.
Not my fucking problem. Is that what you said when your world went to shit?
So much swearing.
The Logan
Again.
This Wolverine let down his entire world.
Fascinating.
Talk about what's haunting you, or should we wait for a third act flashback?
Go fuck yourself.
Hey! You said the thing.
Hey! Copperheads.
Yo, that looks great.
Damn,
anything about
dude.
saving worlds.
Gold guns.
This is gonna be so cool.
Do.
This is gonna be so
Kid,
cool.
I'm no hero.
Liefelds. See that? Just
Oh,
feet.
nice.
X-Man.
Good
You
catch.
the X-Man.
Rob Liefeld, yeah.
The accent.
I am soaking wet right now.
Same Wade.
Yes.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh!
It's gonna be awesome.
Boys are so silly.
Gotta be Cassandra Nova. Gotta be.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god.
That man.
That looked like at the end of Time in Loki.
Motion action sequence.
What?
Mad Max?
If you live or die,
Ooh.
Whoa!
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, wow.
Gotta be Cassandra Nova.
let's fucking go.
Yeah!
This is gonna be so cool. Slickering.
Oh, I bet there's more info that they CG'd out of that.
Want to do some cocaine?
Why
Hey, cocaine is the one thing that Feige said is off limits.
Bolivian
Is he
marching
Foggy?
They
powder.
know all
Yes.
the slang terms. They have a list.
Even snowboarding?
Even disco dust.
White girl interrupted?
Even force bump.
Do you want to build a snowman?
Disney.
Hey, it's a good Frozen
Let's
reference.
Friggin' go.
Oh man, that
There's
was
so much-
awesome.
There's so much
There's
happening.
so much.
That actually lived up. You know.
I know, yeah. I've got that effortless kind of like fun jitter energy, those butterflies, yeah.
There's so much hype around this movie, and getting the first bit of footage where you actually get to see Wolverine in action, it's like a return to form, you know? And I love that they established that this is a new Wolverine and from a different universe. but Hugh Jackman, he's still bringing. Because he's got to do two things here. He's got to bring the Logan gravitas,
Right.
but he's also got to be part of the Deadpool world and adjust to the comedy.
Yeah.
And from everything we're seeing, it looks like he's doing just that, you know. And it's like we know Wolverine can be funny. It's one of his like charming traits. But to see it in the Deadpool world and then to have the interaction with Wade throughout. It just gave me everything that I wanted. The violence looks like it really packs a punch. Like it looks brutal. This looks like a hard R. Oh yeah. I am satisfied so far with what we have seen. I don't want to take up every bit of things to talk about here because I mean there's plenty of Easter eggs that we saw throughout for sure.
References and stuff, yeah.
Yeah. I mean we got quite a bit there. Good catch on the Liefeld there, John. And then Andrew, my friend.
Yeah, no, you make a really good point. I would say too, like when you say that you got the Logan gravitas, and then he's fitting into the Deadpool world, and I would also argue too, you got the Deadpool. Now I want to see some of that Logan gravitas with him kind of fitting into his world a little bit with Logan because we see him in this. He's going through a little bit of a midlife crisis as well.
Yeah.
So I mean, I want to see that as well. I want to see them balance out, and I like the contrast and compare between the two. I mean, obviously, we're going to see a lot of back and forth with the comedy, which I'm going to love. And obviously, the action sequences look great. But I think it's the emotional depth that is what I'm being drawn to between the two of them.
That was so surprising to me.
Yeah.
In the trailer was, there's actual like character motivation here instead of just like while you're getting all these cool little visual like we call like Oliath in there. You of course got Dogpool.
There you go.
You got a whole bunch of things being displayed on screen here, but the part of it was like, they're actually really lining up the motivation here with like MacGuffin of saving the world, whatever.
Yeah.
Most likely Cassandra Nova, twin evil sister to Professor X. It looks like who the villain will most likely be. But beyond that, it was like, we're still keeping it character motivated, and there's going to be like a redemption tale for this version of Wolverine, you know?
Oh, yeah. And two, I mean, I feel like because they're going with this angle of like, you're a Wolverine who really messed up. I could see this also bringing in an element of the abrasiveness that maybe gets sanded off in a lot of the other Hugh Jackman Wolverine roles that we've seen up to this point because he is so much more likable and appealing, yada, yada. In a Deadpool world, I feel like you can almost go more comic accurate with just how much of a misanthrope he can be. And then with Deadpool, you've got that thread of like, I don't know how to save the world, but you do. And for, the position that he's in, and as much as Deadpool is an anarchic character, I think that angle of, the TVA leveraging him and then him being tasked, with whatever iteration of a universe world saving, adventure this will be. I think you're right. Like it does give them kind of a place to meet in the middle while also maybe hopefully giving us a different shade for Hugh Jackman to play that people have been looking for that won't tarnish the legacy of Logan. And then the other thing that's just made me constantly wonder throughout is how much are we not seeing? How much is being CG'd out? How much is being altered? Like there are moments in that wasteland with the 20th century logo where I'm like, is that a piece of the Columbia logo over there? The torch, you know? Like, I wonder, just how much craziness, even just in this footage, because they are baiting us with certain specific references or Easter eggs or things in the frame that they obviously want you to pause and scrub for. What else, is going to recontextualize this footage once we get to the theaters? Yeah.
That's the exciting part that I love about this. In a day and age where we're at this point with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, where obviously there's so much discourse that seems to be happening, and maybe some of its goodwill has been lost upon. Not maybe. It seems like pretty obvious that there's some goodwill that's been lost amongst a lot of the audience. This not only just feels like a Deadpool movie, it also still feels like an MCU movie. Sure, so you're getting both, like the Deadpool movie you want. It doesn't look like Disney or Feige. I love that they have the Feige joke there at the end there, that they're making them hold back whatsoever. And I feel like that's what this trailer really proved. Is this is going to be the hard R Deadpool? Like some of the violence there was like really violent, like the stab in that crotch moment. I was like, oh my god, that's brutal right there.
Let's
and
go.
Like the action looks really good.
Yeah.
This is filled with F-bombs throughout. And then the comedy still feels very vulgar.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward
An
to this.
R-rated MCU
Yeah.
film. Yeah.
Yeah.
And last thing that struck me, I think with Cassandra Nova, you probably have a
Hasn't been
unique-
confirmed, but I'm pretty
It's-
more
it's-
than likely
it's
it's
her.
Cassandra
It's her.
Nova.
with
Yeah.
her at least resembling Xavier and clearly being a strong antagonistic presence. I feel like that will set them up easily to do some very hopefully astute culture joking about
Sure,
you
sure.
know the whole wokeness fight that
Yeah.
I'm sure Deadpool
The
could
female
easily-
version of X.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
exactly. They could easily turn that on its ear, and you know if their comedy is sharp enough, which I have faith it will be, you know that could be pretty fun.
Yeah, no, for sure. And just in the little clips we got of her, she felt very menacing. But I'm also hoping they get the sense of feeling like she's an outsider, like she did in the comics. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. But that sequence we got of her fighting Wolverine was really cool. It kind of reminded me a little bit of when we see just like Magneto
in
and
X-Men 1.
Yeah. I was getting little flashes
Yeah.
and shades of that. But yeah, she looks awesome.
Yeah, man. I personally love the hell out of this trailer.
This movie's gonna make so much money.
It's gonna make so much money. Surprise the hell out of me. It's weird. It's like I'm surprised but not surprised because they're just like, wow, it looks like they're really giving us what we would want and still surprising us simultaneously. You know, it's not only what we want but more. That's the impression that I'm getting at the very least. Who knows? Maybe by the time it comes out, maybe we'll be disappointed or whatever. but in the
I'm sure.
That's right.
In the meantime, though, I'm heavily anticipating this experience. But
yeah.
asking you guys in the comments, let us know your favorite moments from the trailer below. Wolverine costume looks amazing. I hope that we do get the actual. It doesn't look like it. Maybe they're reserving it, but it would be cool to get the mask. But I love like the sleeveless look and everything.
Yeah, it looks sick.
Looks amazing. So yeah, guys, leave your thoughts down below. Looking forward to hearing what you all have to say. Thank you so much for being here again for this trailer event. Catch you guys soon. Sync.